don't throw this girl in here in the middle of all these experienced actors, because regardless of what I think about the characters, they're all great actors. You put her in there like that, you might as well throw in a tank of sharks. Yeah.
Always the thinking is, well, these other great actors will lift it up.
Yeah, it's supposed to lift her up. No, they trample her ass. It's like the seasoned actors are a stampede of buffalo, and they just run right over her ass.
Yeah.
Double Toasted Live is out there. We got 2 more cities to go to. Santa Monica, California on November 14th, and Seattle, Washington on December 12th. As for Santa Monica, which will be up very soon, got something special for you. 25% off if you put in the code DT25. Now, that will be for a limited time only. You can go to dtmerch.com to buy your tickets. You can go to x1entertainment.com, which is where the tickets are actually being sold. And you can also find a link on doubletoasted.com. Y'all, it has been a very strange week. We had a white guy out Tyler Perry. And I don't mean that kind of out. I mean out Tyler. No, he out Tyler Perry'd Tyler Perry. In other words, because Tyler Perry had a movie this week, and we're gonna get in that review in a little bit. But I just say this, as a Tyler Perry fan who I celebrate the arrival of a Tyler Perry movie. I was very disappointed with this Tyler Perry offering that we had. But this man right here, he actually helped me get my Tyler Perry fix. Sure. It's not even a Tyler Perry movie. I am talking about Ryan Murphy right here. As you can see, he's come from his home planet to bring this show right here. He ain't out nobody. He's out himself. Wearing a damn clamshell.
What is that? It's like a pastry.
I don't know what this is. But, hey, listen. You can talk about the man's taste in wardrobe, but he has given us many, many classic shows.
Yes.
Yeah, name some, Martin.
Nip Tuck, American Horror Story.
American Crime Story.
Glee, all the Feud series.
Yeah.
The 911 on Fox.
Oh, really? He did that?
I'm in an episode of that. Oh, as a background. Yeah, I did background on that on Austin 911.
Oh, not Austin 911.
Oh.
Even he's like, wow. Yes, Ryan Murphy is doing local Austin shows now. Yeah.
Well, no, it was shot in LA, but it was called Austin.
I believe he's doing public access. So, he's doing local theater. But now he's come out. This man who has this amazing career, this amazing portfolio of hit shows, classic shows now. He's come out with something that people are calling the worst show of the year, hands down. I know the year ain't over with yet, but you ain't gonna get no worse than this right here, is what they are saying.
Don't speak that out loud.
I didn't say it. They said it.
Okay.
And if you're saying, well, who's they? I mean, everybody. Everybody except for probably 5% of the Rotten Tomato critics out there. Other than that, this had a 0 at one time. A lot of people are saying, oh, no, it's not bad. It's worse than what you think.
Yeah, that's what I kept reading.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it gets to a point where, as we always say, people jump on a bandwagon. It becomes hyperbole. People just, they're affected by the word of mouth that's already out there. And they're just influenced. Don't even have their own opinion anymore. So is it really that bad? Which if it is, that means it's good for us. And you didn't even see it, Martin.
Yeah, I didn't have to.
Oh, well, Martin, you might change your mind after we tell you about this. And I'm not saying it's good or bad yet. I'm just saying, you know what, we might persuade you to see this show because if nothing else, it is very interesting, my friend. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for All's Fair, the new Ryan Murphy show that is on Hulu.
Boy, do I love coming here. As much as I'd love to continue to exchange pleasant cocktail pleasantries, there is a war.
So far, the dialogue is great. Wow. Man, that is some crack writing right there. Crack rock, right?
To be one.
You are not taking so much as a ballpoint pen out of this building.
Enough edging, counselor.
Let us come already.
Oh boy.
You don't like that? That's some.
It's just so Ryan Murphy.
That is some top-notch dialogue there, Martin. And the great thing about it is that we all talk like that in real life. You couldn't get anything from the plot here. This is
Plot.
I mean, yeah.
There's a story?
Oh yeah, there's a story here. So you have Allura Grant, who's played by Kim Kardashian, and Liberty Ronson, who's Naomi Watts. They also brought in black sassy stereotype Niecy Nash, not Niecy Nash herself, but the character. You know, who's pretty much a plant from the 90s in this.
She's playing her character from Reno 911 almost.
She didn't even play it that thick over there.
Yeah, she really didn't.
But the show starts out with them working at this firm where it's run by nothing but old white men who just sit around just making nasty women jokes and laughing at them and just giving them no respect. So they decide one day, you know what, we're going to have our own firm that not only is run by women, but we're going to make it all about divorce so those poor women can take everything from you nasty ass, sexist, disrespected, no good man out there. And when this opened up, man, I would have thought that this was a parody. I would have thought that this was a satire of something out there because it wants to be cheered on so bad for doing some kind of girl power shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it thinks it's like a pro-feminist message.
Yeah. But, you know, so they want to be cheered on for their socialism. But the writing in this is so bad, it just begs to be ridiculed and laughed at. And that might even be a plus for this, because at least you're getting some kind of entertainment out of it. The beginning of this is like the setup that you see in the opening credits of a cartoon. Not the opening of, not the beginning of the cartoon itself, but like they give you the rundown, you know, of the show, what it's about in the opening credits. Two sassy women start their own firm and get revenge on you stupid ass man out there. You know, it's because like I said, man, and when I say, you know, the place is run by old white dudes who just, you know, sit back all day, apparently don't do no legal work. They just sit back and tell racist and sexist jokes. You know, I'm not lying. It's a caricature of that. You know me, I'm not some dude who's talking about man's rights and I'm talking about all day, like, why are men portrayed this way in movies and shows? I'm not that dude, all right? I'm actually on the side of women have representation out there. But when I say that these are goddamn caricatures of old powerful white dudes, it really is. The only thing that's missing with this scene right here is them smoking cigars and slapping asses.
And she said, "That's not your elbow."
Even she's like, Jesus.
Does that even mean?
Did I walk into the set of Mad Men?
God damn, how'd I get in this show? So, you know, like as I said, the women decide that they're gonna, you know, they even say, we're gonna start our own firm. But how? And like I said, I'm all for that. But it just happens so quickly in this show. In 5 minutes, they're like, let's start a firm.
All I ask is that you start your own firm. You don't go somewhere else in this building.
That's what we want, our own boutique.
Next scene, after some opening credit words, they're running a $10 billion firm.
Yeah, 10 years in.
10 years later. So we just skipped the whole 10 years. You know, and we don't even get a montage of how they did it. They just did it. All right, so you want to get to the point? Cool. I don't care. But I keep using this word cartoon, but that's what it is, because opening's cartoonish. All the men in their cartoons, they even have a cartoon ass villain in here, Sarah Paulson, who probably has some of the worst dialogue in there because they try to make her so villainous.
All the way off douchebags.
Fuck you, you fucking fucks!
Riveting. How did they come up with that?
I thought the word was you friggin' fricks.
No, that's too smart. Yeah, I mean, through the whole movie. And she's always wearing black like a villain. I mean, she's like the Cruella de Vil of legal. Like if she could skin other lawyers and make a coat out of them, she would.
No, they already got Glenn Close there.
She's actually she's one of the best things about this show. Getting in a little bit. So as I told you, the women create this firm that's centered on divorce, yes. and it's helping women get rich off of leaving their shitty husbands. And as I said, the show acts like this is some sort of feminist crusade that they're on, empowering these women who once were weak under their controlling spouses, now are taking their money and having some power on their own. And this is where I have a problem with the show.
I think I have the same problem.
No, okay, let's compare notes here, young Julian. Let's see what we got. Because I know how to have a good time. I'm not gonna come in and get on some self-righteous soapbox with bullshit. Yeah, you do it every show. Well, you know what? No, look, I like bad stuff. I like campy stuff. I like stuff that even if it's bad, I can find some kind of enjoyment out of it if it's that bad. But this show is just so shallow, man. It's focusing on name brand material things. Mm-hmm. It's focusing on wealth,
looks
and looks, and that's okay. We all get lost in this fantasy of that when we watch soap operas and watch reality shows where they're selling homes on some got beachfront property and bullshit like that. But what the problem with this show is that this is a show where it's trying to act like it's got some sort of social message and crusade. Meanwhile, everybody is just using wealth and materialism to define them.
Yes, that is exactly what I had written down, that all these characters are materialistic secret perverts, and I hate them.
Yeah, it's all these people. Ain't nothing empowering about this shit. All these people, when they help these women, they're not empowering them. Well, yeah, they are. They're empowering them to be more shallow, shitty people. When these women say they need to survive, they're trying to keep their social status alive. It ain't them. They can do just fine. They can do just fine with a little bit of money. But no, I need money to go on a shopping spree.
I need money to fix my ass.
Yeah. I need money to get more filler in my face. I need money to put a bicycle tube in my mouth and blow my face up. I need money to bid on more things that I'm not going to use. It's just I need more status symbol stuff. It's not. There's nothing empowering about this shit at all. So just stop. And like I said, if they were making fun of that would be one thing.
That would have been
not making fun of that.
Yeah, that would have been really clever. But they are just like Chanel spending millions on jewelry. I like that shit. That's cool. No, it's not.
I can't tell you how. Look, this really could have been a satire of wealth. And also something where women are feeling empowered. They could have done that. It could have been some social statement, a parody of that. Man, but there's no self-awareness here. The writing just wants to display wealth. That's all. There's so many scenes of characters slow-mo walking out of the office, into the office, down the street, up the street, getting out of cars while the latest pop hit is playing.
Looking crazy in Red Alligator.
Wearing some shit you don't wear at the office. They look like they are one of those fucking runway fashion shows.
Yeah.
With clothes that nobody would ever wear except at that show. And they, every scene has them just walking slow, wearing shit you don't wear at a legal office. I would never hire these women to be my lawyers.
Oh, who are these clowns?
Afford them.
Yeah. I'd hire them to be my fashion consultants, maybe. And we'll get into what they're wearing in a little bit. So the real reason to watch is just to have it rubbed in our faces what we can't afford and what we can't have and feed into those fantasies, and this is my problem with this right now, because I think it's a problem that affects how we go forward. And I know this is going to sound heavy as something, man, Corey, it's just a show. But man, there's so much income inequality right now that's happening. There's so much space between the haves and the have-nots. This just seems a little gross to me, man. We should be irritated with this. Yeah. We should be pissed off about this. We should be a little, you're gonna rub this shit in my face right now, and I can't even afford some eggs. I got 3 goddamn jobs, and I'm looking at these bitches up here dressing like runway models.
Yeah, you nailed it.
This kind of power fantasy has been playing in our media for a long time.
Yeah.
And the people who can't afford it are the ones who get into it the most.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. It does actually feel like a parody in some parts because it's so ridiculous how these people respond to things in the show. There's a scene where a woman, a little bit of a spoiler here, but who gives a shit? There's a scene where a woman commits suicide at their office. In a bit of bad writing, I must add.
Oh yeah, I watched that scene like 3 times. It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. I mean, the suicide's not funny. Shit, tell them that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you what happens. She commits suicide in their office. They just happen to be on the top floor of a tall-ass building. They leave the windows open. So she goes out to the edge and says, I'm just taking a break real quick. Ah! So, and then they look and they're like, oh my God, you think they would be traumatized over something like that. Next scene, they on a private jet, sipping wine, laughing, talking, and not even, they talk briefly about her. Like, isn't that, but it's poor, that's that poor girl. That was terrible what made her do that. Anyway, how are you doing? You feeling good? You know what? I got the perfect thing to solve that problem. Hey, let's bid on some more bullshit expensive things.
Okay, we want you to have a good time. Here, find something to bid on.
That's after that woman committed suicide. That's the scene right after.
Yeah.
And everything is just, man, this is almost like they live in Gattaca world. Everything is spotless. Everything's symmetrical. Shit, if I was in this world, I'd be scared to touch anything.
It was maybe some of the most unrelatable television I've ever seen in my life. It was like seeing like almost the Twilight Zone because things are so perfect.
Yeah. And I'm going to defend something here for a little bit. Because I know, damn, Corey, you going off. So ain't that bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is that bad. It's worse. But I'm going to defend some things in here. Things I never thought I would defend. Kim Kardashian. It's easy to target her, man. It's easy to target her and say, oh, she's terrible. But first of all, there are much bigger problems with this show than coming in and picking on Kim Kardashian. Now, I get it. She can't act.
No.
But she's not terrible. She just cannot, and this is my opinion, you might feel differently. She just can't emote past a certain level. You know?
I just felt that she couldn't keep up with all the talented people around her.
Well, look at that cast.
Yeah.
How could she possibly?
Yeah, no.
But not even come close.
That's one of the, don't throw this girl in here in the middle of all these experienced actors, because regardless of what I think about the characters, they're all great actors. You put her in there like that, you might as well throw in a tank of sharks.
Yeah. Always the thinking is, well, these other great actors will lift it up. So she'll rise, rising tide lifts all boats. But all that kind of does is just point out how bad that other person is.
And also, she's not an actor, so she doesn't know how to feed off of that.
Right.
Yeah, it's supposed to lift her up. No, they trample her ass. It's like the seasoned actors are a stampede of buffalo, and they just run right over her ass.
Yeah.
But I don't even think, you can see her fall off the cliff. Nah, man, listen, I don't think she's terrible. I don't. I know everybody, it's easy to pick on her. I don't think she's terrible, but she can't act past a certain level. She can't emote past a certain level. And sometimes that's not always a bad thing.
Are you saying that because she's had work done, she can't move her face?
That's probably part of it. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice now. But the show, though, they got scenes where they even sit around and talk about how they just feel their face up. Yeah, but her not being able to act and emote past a certain level, it might not always be a bad thing because, some people, they do act beyond that and they give them the worst dialogue to be at that level.
See you in court, cuntburger.
I could go all day with the dialogue in this.
Yeah, I had a list of timestamps. This is a meme machine, the crazy shit they're saying.
I could, I'm going to take those embryos, put them in my salad, and put A1 steak sauce and eat them for dinner. Some shit like that. It's times like this I wish your mother had swallowed. You just childish now.
Yeah, that's childish.
This is just juvenile. That's what I'm talking about with this character right here. Sarah Paulson, man, they give her some of the worst dialogue because she's supposed to be so over the top villainous in this. And she's a great actress.
Yeah, she's a Ryan Murphy stalwart. She's in almost every show he's done on the FX channel.
Yeah. And I will say this. There was a point I was actually going to kind of say, well, listen, this is an exaggerated world. Maybe I am being a little bit too nitpicky here. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh. And then I saw how they had, speaking of Kim Kardashian, I saw how they had her dressed up at what is supposed to be a professional law firm. I had to stop the show and pause it to say, did I see what I just think I saw? They're sitting around celebrating winning the case for one of their clients. And the camera starts panning around. And I look over, I'm like, is that Kim Kardashian's ass hanging out?
Hanging out?
Hanging out.
Yeah.
In the back, right here. That's a thong back there.
It is?
Yes. People, I don't care how successful your office is, how trendy your office is, how much money you make. You don't go to work with your ass hanging out.
Especially a lawyer.
A lawyer. Do you want a lawyer do you go to court like that? I know her, she's known for her ass, but goddamn, we've done, this is sci-fi at this point.
Well, I think it's because, you saw that. Are you going to bring up the credits for the show? Because that was weird in itself. I think she had a lot of creative pull on this.
So she told me, she told the people, like, yeah, I want to see my ass is hanging out. Because that's what people love me for. Yeah, that's a thong. I thought it was some weird printing back there. No. Martin's still confused. No, man, look, her ass is hanging out.
Oh, wait, is her skirt like see-through?
That's not a skirt. Those are pants.
She's wearing like a full women's suit with no jacket and her ass is sticking out and the shirt is cut short.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, that's a fine ass. I would take that ass any day, except at the law firm, or at least with nobody else in the room. I'm just. This is why I say no. Hell no. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not buying this right here. You.
So that's your rating?
Hold on. Just making sure. I'm like Martin. I'm just making sure her ass really is hanging out. Yeah, it's an ass. Yeah. And they keep doing it. They just keep they keep flaunting. And I understand these women, especially Kim Kardashian, she's known for her sex appeal. But come on, man. Some things we can just tell you trying too hard. Like when she's on the private jet, everybody got their clothes on. They're doing a business meeting. She gets up from a nap, got her titties hanging all out right there. I'd like, come on. Some of this shit is just gratuitous. That's where I'm just like, I can't. If you're going to make a show, you can still give some sex appeal, but if your whole thing is like feminism, there's a difference between being sexy and over objectifying. I can kind of deal with that. All right, she's on her private jet. She's getting up from a nap or from going to bed or something. I don't care, but that's overdoing it with your ass hanging out. That's just too much.
And on top of it, with the dialogue that is cringe and horny as the whole time.
Yeah, like what?
Where do you want to start? Are you kidding me?
Where do we start?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Now, you see what I'm saying? This is why people are sitting up here talking about how bad this show is. Because the things just... The things happen here just to titilize, make you actually want, to give you fantasies about a life that is not obtainable, instead of actually focusing on characters, actually focusing on what the show's mission is, which is apparently to, empower women. Empower women with your ass hanging out a thong and everything. This doesn't make any sense.
No, and when you get into the storytelling of it, it is badly told. And even worse editing than you could imagine. The editor must have looked at this and been like, I have no idea what you want me to do with this. Constantly cut into black, repetitive, over and over again, the same thing. I got another $10 billion case. I wonder if I'll be okay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they just cut to things like that.
Yeah, zero stakes the whole time.
Yeah. This show doesn't really have any good flow to it. Things just kind of happen. That's what I'm saying. It's just a parade of wealth that goes on with this.
It's gross.
It is gross. It is very gross. Unlike Zoom or Foom right here.
I knew it.
I'm sorry. This show got me so mad I messed up the product's name right here. Fume. I'm fuming mad right now. but Fume. Fume, we got to give a word to our sponsor, which is Fume. If you are part of 50% of people out there who are attempting to quit vaping each year, then you need to equip yourself with Fume right here. And I got some information for you on why you're going to like it, man. First of all, it's completely clean. 0 nicotine, 0 vapor, just natural plant-based flavored air.
I like plants.
And you like air.
Yeah, I love air.
Yeah. Well, now you can make that air delicious with these flavors right here. They actually sent me a device. The device on this is kind of cool. It's real sleek. It actually comes pre-filled. There's no commitment for it or anything like that. No batteries. And you can get that flavor out of there. I used it because they sent me one, and they sent me the crisp mint flavor out there. Boy, breathing has never tasted so good.
Okay, I like that.
Delicious, delicious. And listen, man, you can start your guilt-free journey with that good habit by using this code right here, Toasted. With that, you get a free gift with purchase, and you begin your overdue breakup with that vaping, and you just head to tryfume.com/toasted, and you use that code Toasted to start the good habit today. Once again, that's tryfume.com/toasted. Use that code Toasted right there. Get your free gift with purchase. And get on that road to that breakup with that bad habit. I want to thank Fume for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Now back to this bullshit. Now I'm going to tell you, at some point, it does become kind of enjoyable. It became enjoyable when she walked to that office in that thong right there, because I was like, this is not, we have officially entered Tyler Perry world without having Tyler Perry there. This is not a Tyler Perry movie. Even Tyler Perry said, I ain't that goddamn crazy.
Oh, but he will be.
He will be. You know, when you get to scenes like that, this is where we are going. Like, we're going way over the top. And at that point, I'm just kind of like, all right, you know what? We there. I guess I'm gonna go along with it. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. But at this point, I'm kind of enjoying it for as bad as it is. I'm kind of getting some entertainment out of it because it's so silly at this point.
Well, the thing is, Ryan Murphy, I mean, not to throw anything at Tyler Perry, but Ryan Murphy being openly gay, he has these kind of sensibilities. Like you say, a meme creator. With his shows, like Nip Tuck was like a brilliant show, but by the time you get to the second season, it started to get a little trashy, a little over the top. And then my third season, way over the top. So Ryan Murphy, he'll do something that's really brilliant and tight, and then he'll go off this way. And it's all about, like Tyler Perry, having an audience that's either mostly female or gay who will watch it and go, ooh, ooh. And that's what he goes for. Big difference between him and Tyler Perry is just he knows how to use a camera and has money and is willing to spend the money to make things look good. Yeah. But otherwise, there's a lot of crossover. And everything I've been reading and everything you guys are saying, I was like, yeah, he's very much like a white or gay Tyler Perry.
That's interesting because I did think this looks like expensive Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know something? You say,
I mean, even the using these older actresses that aren't getting cast in a lot of stuff, but making them prominent. Yeah. And within here, everything I'm seeing with he's using a lot of actresses that he's used in a lot of his shows before. He even had Kim Kardashian in something before.
Yeah, I remember he did have Kim Kardashian. I never watched American Horror Story or American, what do you call it? Crime Story. But I remember he used Kim Kardashian. Yeah, I mean, you say like by the second season, by the second half of this show, on the first episode, it got crazy. I'm in addition to just these insane outfits they wear, the office looks like a club or an art museum or a trendy hotel lobby. And that was the funniest thing that that Sarah Paulson said. Looks like a damn clown vagina. They come out right here. So yeah, it's even the office is insane. And the more the show goes on, the more that shallowness just gets comedic, not intentionally. They start talking about they sit around with wine talking about all the body work they've had done, all the injections they had done. And again, Kim Kardashian, known for her ass, there's even a scene where she's laying down on a table with 2 suction cups on her ass cheeks, getting some kind of work done.
Yes, and I did it. It's great. More sushi.
Yeah. No, it's it would really work if they were, again, more reflective of how silly this is, more self-aware of how silly it is, but it's not doing that.
No, it lacks all complete self-awareness and just turns into nonstop cringe.
Yeah. Tell you what the cool part is. there is one thing that's actually pretty funny in this. There's a scene in here. Let me see if I can find it. There's a scene in here. Let me see if I can find a picture of your girl. There she is. That scene where everybody's talking about how they just got injections in their face and the ass cheeks suctioned and everything. Glenn Close looks at them and says, "Wow, I'm doing that." She says, like I said, "You never had work done?" She's like, I don't know why. When does it stop? And she's one of the best looking women out of all of them. Glenn Close is 78 years old.
You say 78?
78.
Oh, wow.
I think I looked it up. So I think am I right, y'all? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. But see, even you're like, damn, she's 78. Yeah, she's 78. I know Glenn Close has played a lot of characters where she's looked crazy.
Yeah, Meemaw. And
yeah, she played a wigger in one show.
Yeah.
She played a hood rat in one show. A white hood rat. Somebody said Glenn Close, she could still get it. Man, and she has she has a storyline where dudes are just throwing themselves at her. Yeah, they do. Yeah, when she told one dude, "Yeah, I'm married." He's like, "I don't care. Your husband ain't here. I'll be here for one night. Let me get that shit." She looks great. And I thought, now that was a scene I thought was smart. I thought that, I don't even know I don't know if they just accidentally did that.
Yeah, they had the camera rolling during their break. And she's like, "Why do you like this?"
And speaking of Glenn Close, I really liked her. I mean, it's Glenn Close. She's a pro. But someone else that I liked a lot is Jessica Simpson. Did you see all 3 episodes?
Yeah, I did.
Jessica Simpson is actually good in here, man, but she plays it like the Joker who just escaped from Arkham or something, man. She's a comic book character.
Yeah, she gets a heavy dose of the Tyler Perry cuckoo banana sauce.
Yeah, she does, man, yeah. Right when you thought, like, because that's over the top with her, because you're like, that ain't Jessica Simpson. Yeah, she's got a lot of prosthetics on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she plays a character who, when I say comic book character, like Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield is a rock star from the 80s, man. He was on a soap opera too.
Yeah, General Hospital.
General Hospital, yeah. Y'all
Jesse's Girl.
Yeah,
that's his big song.
He plays her lover, man, and he drove her so crazy. He made her carve herself up. He made her feel so bad. He even told you, he said, there's a line here I did think was funny. And it still might be childish, but he told her, he's like, and now we really are getting a Tyler Perry villain territory. He's like, you know what the best thing about you going down on me is? I have to look at your ugly ass face. Look at you. I didn't marry this pig right here. Go fix yourself. I mean, he's really making himself the victim. Why are you doing this to me with your ugliness? And so he made her go and carve herself up.
Yeah, and he said that to her all while his cum is in her mouth. Like, she just sucked his dick, and he said that to her.
Yeah.
What is this show? Jesus.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just had to make sure you had that context. I think it's important.
Yeah. Holy cow.
And I ain't gonna say anything, but she went Joko on his ass. He drove her so crazy that she did something insane in here, man.
She was cackling by the end.
Yeah, she was. They had to carry out the room. She's like, bitch. Yeah, they were taking her off to Arkham, man. It was, I actually like that, man. Like, now see, this is where we are. Like, if you want to go crazy, do this. And watching that part right there is what made me actually want to see where the rest of this show goes, because I'm like, all right, now we getting crazy. Now we, you've done pissing me off with all this wealth shit. Now we are going, now we're losing our minds. Because with the end of, by the time we get to the 3rd episode, by the time we get to the end of it, man, we got over the top soap opera lines like, potential scandals with transgender sex workers.
Yeah, and they get into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, I'm in now. I mean, listen, I'm not defending this show at all. But in the beginning, I was like, you know what? This is just making me mad. By the end, I was like, okay, now we're talking. Now we have arrived.
Because the thing that's funny about that Jessica Simpson part is the rhythm of the show is they have like a client and they move on. They go to the next one. And they had her as a client and then they moved on. But then all of a sudden, it comes back.
Yeah. They started to tease things. And I'm like, okay, I want to know where that's going right there. I want to know, they bringing in people that look crazy. And I'm like, I want to know what they do.
And they do like just insane stuff. Like the way that the 3rd episode ends of her like getting those eggs inserted in her and then all the doctors just walk out and cuts to black. I was like, wow, you guys you're doing something.
Yeah.
See, this reaction you're having right now, That's what this has all been about.
Yeah.
It's all to get you here.
Yeah, but you know what? Finally, we're here.
Yeah, open the door.
Shit, we've arrived. Hell, they
couldn't just start with all this.
Man, no.
They had to ease you into it.
Yeah, well, before they were bullshitting, talking about, oh, look at the socialism we doing. You ain't doing no socialism. Now, about the third episode, we've opened all the doors to the nut house and let all these crazy people out. They are running the asylum right now. Yes. Now I'm on board. When y'all set this damn building on fire, that's when I'm on board right here.
Ryan Murphy's like, done it again.
Yeah. It's still a terrible show. It's probably not up to the quality of what he's done, but Jesus, I'm not gonna lie where I'm like, hey man, I'm back next week. When's the new episode come out?
I don't know.
Tomorrow, I think. I'm there. I'm there. I want to see where this shit goes. It started out as a firm you. But now I'm like, man, this is some good bullshit. Man, I like this. I'm good with this.
Okay. Yeah, we're almost there. I would call this a delightful you, just because
it's the same thing. Yeah, I know. Come on. Trying to split hairs with my bullshit. Come on, man.
No. Some old bullshit and you were two different things.
No. I said some good bullshit.
Okay.
That's my rating. And you say delightful, but it's the same.
No,
I said delightful you.
Oh, delightful.
The materialistic element of this pisses me off.
Oh, you know I hear what I want to hear.
Yeah. You're a delightful some old bullshit. Could slip over into a low rental.
No. No, we ain't. No, come on, man.
You haven't seen the fourth episode yet.
We are drawing the line somewhere. Hell no. We ain't getting the territory of kind of decent and okay. No. This is still terrible. But it started out just terrible. Now it's terrible and crazy. And I like that.
And a little bit offensive.
Yeah, man, very offensive.
A little bit.
No, it's very offensive.
I'm offended. I haven't even seen the show.
Yeah, I was very offensive. And there's just things in like I'm not gonna I'm not calling the show. Let me see if I can find it right here. I'm not calling the show racist or anything like that. Ryan Murphy's all about representation. You know, I see what he's trying to do. Even though I wouldn't want to represent me with this shit.
Go back to being racist.
Yeah, exactly. Please don't involve me in this. But Niecy Nash, man, she great actress, amazing actress actually. In that show about she played the neighbor, the serial killer.
The Dahmer show.
The Dahmer show. Yeah, she was excellent in that. But man, here she's plucked right out the 90s as the sassy black woman.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's got to be one.
Yeah, when they go to see her, she's already on the phone talking to her kids. Boy, you better get your ass off that counter. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh man, that was something that we didn't even talk about. When they introduce her sons, like her sons try to pull a prank on her sons are introduced like,
yeah.
They
also,
look dumb as.
Wish I could find a picture of them. We'll put it up in post. But I believe, did she say they were triplets?
Yeah.
They don't look nothing alike. None of them. Yeah. I was like, at least two of them need to look alike. None of them look alike.
Fraternal triplets?
No, hell no.
Fraternal.
No, them three look nothing alike. They just, in fact, they don't even look like they're the same age, some of them.
Fraternal, they're free.
Yeah. Now, she did get it from a sperm donor, so I guess they just put the whole, I had the whole cocktail up in there. But yeah, you know,
the triplets, they were just born at different times.
Yeah, they look like the three bears. Waiting for Goldilocks to come out like that don't look nothing. I know you ain't gonna introduce these big ass the triplets right here. Get out of here. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.